What's up, survivors? Welcome back to another Last on Earth video. It's your boy Jixer, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to wall trick in Last on Earth, as well as how to wall trick the more advanced zombie AIs like the ones at farm location and T-Hub. But before we get into that, I want to say, if you guys are new here, please consider smashing the subscribe button as well as smashing the like button, as it really helps boost the algorithm. It really motivates me to pump out content like this for you guys. Alright, so back to the video. We're going to be starting the first part of this video at Bunker Alpha, which I think is the best place that you're going to want to be practicing wall trick. And then we're going to be wall tricking on the zombie that I think is the best to be practicing your wall trick, which is a toxic abomination. So for a wall trick, basically what you need to know first is how to set it up. And basically you can do wall tricks at the best place to do wall tricks are like at doorways. As you can see, I set up a nice little wall trick right there. Basically what you do is you get the zombie to follow you, and then you get him to attack when you want him to stop in a location. And then if he's like right here in a location like this, this is fine. But sometimes if you have smaller weapons, it might make you it might move you because the weapon will not have the range. But if there's zombies ever in a location where you don't like, all you can do, what you can do is basically move away from the door, and he'll take some steps and just get closer, and it'll stop him in his path, and he'll begin to strike. The AI here at farm is pretty easy. Alpha, it's pretty easy. And basically what you do is that between every one of his attacking animations, that is your opportunity to strike. So when he attacks, strike. When he attacks, strike. And between strikes you have to move. Sorry, that right there. Between his strikes you have to move in and out. So I think that's probably what you want to get good at. First you want to get good at putting a zombie in a good position, as well as learning to move between his strikes. You see that, just keep moving between his strikes and just got hit. And that's pretty much how you do it. A tip I can give you is that with some weapons you can attack twice. You just need faster mods like this one right here. With these mods you're able to attack twice between the zombies attack. With a basic one you'll more than likely get hit once, because upgrades do affect the attack speed for weapons. So basically you should be practicing on toxic abominations because they have very similar attack speeds, not the damage, very different damage as the frenzy giants here. So let's pull this guy and let's just wall trick on him. These guys, if you don't know, they do a lot more damage, so you have to be careful with them, definitely. But essentially it's the same thing. Get him to follow you. When you want him to stop, run towards him and he should start attacking. This is a good spot, but I'm gonna move him just to show you that you could easily get him in a better position if you need to. So between his attacks, see, just like that, I stepped away from the door and then stepped back, and doing that is just enough to get him to move a little bit. So that's pretty much how you move the zombies, get them into position. I do want to say that some of the walls, the doorways, are a little bit tricky because you think that you're safe when you're fully around the wall, but I will try to put down where on the screen in editing where it is safe on most doors. But I also want to show you that you can do this as not just at doorways, but you can also do this on corners. If we go ahead and bring this guy this way, just to show you. Oh, I got hit. See, so you can knowing this information and how to set up a wall trick, knowing that once you get good at it, you can pretty much wall trick anywhere. There's a lot of places, things that you can use the wall trick, mostly like vehicles. If you have ATV, you could actually take ATV with you to locations and use ATV as a portable wall trick at resource zones. But that's pretty much it. Let the zombie follow you, get close, get him to attack, and then pretty much there you have your wall trick set up. and you just, like I said, just go between attacks like so. See, that's, you can hit twice. Let me show you that since I brought it up. With the fully modded hatchet, you can attack twice, and that definitely speeds up your process. This is the, so that's a little tip there. The faster weapons, you can attack twice between the attacks and basically take them out much faster. And there we go, get the loot. And that's pretty much it. I hope that taught you, or you learned something on how to wall trick. It's kind of easy to explain, a little bit hard to learn at first. You just got to get used to the attack speeds of the zombies, and pretty much figure out how to, or know where you're safe on wall, behind the wall. Like I said, you could also wall trick around corners, so just remember that. Use that information, to make you a better player, at least when it comes to wall tricking. So we're gonna move on to farm. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel there, so BRB. All right, we made it to the farm. This is gonna be hard to explain while performing how to wall trick at the same time, so I'm gonna do my best to explain the differences real quick. Pretty much these regular zombies at every other location besides the farm and transport hub have different AI. The main difference is that with the normal AI, we'll just say, is that you pretty much just have to set them up in position to wall trick, and then you don't have to worry about anything. You could stay behind the cover, and if you've ever tried to wall trick at farm, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can't really chill behind cover at the farm. The AI is different in the way that pretty much for normal AI, it's just distance. Once you're in the right distance from a zombie, to them, they'll just keep attacking and attacking, and they'll stay still and keep attacking. So for regular zombies, only distance really is the problem with wall tricking normal AI. And at farm, you have to worry about pathway as well. The AI zombies at the farm are a little bit smarter. Once they realize that they are not hitting you, or the pathway to you is not true, then they will actually redirect and move. And that's what is pretty much different from the zombies at the farm, like at the farm location, is that they will find a new pathway if they are not hitting you. So I'll show you here what I mean. So you should have seen or noticed that at the bunker alpha, you're able to chill behind the walls, but here you actually have to keep moving. So you see, if I stay here, he's gonna move. If I just stay here, he's gonna move. And that's pretty much the difficult part for everyone at the farm location, is that you constantly have to be moving. But once you figure it out, it's pretty much easier. So basically, you have to pretty much keep yourself exposed for a longer period of time, so that way he is attacking before you go ahead and get behind cover. And if you keep having him attack and keep getting behind cover, that is, of course, let me get him in better position. Just move away. If you just keep yourself exposed for a long enough period so that he starts his attack animation, then he will stay locked in place and you can continue your wall trick. So that is pretty much my best on how to explain the difference. Let's get multiple AI, so that way, let's try it with these guys. So these guys are going to be a little bit tougher, obviously, because they have a I pulled a little too much zombies. I'm going to go ahead and reset. All right, let's just pull one, and I'll show you with these guys. These guys, you have to just be quicker. Their attack speed is faster, so you have to just move a little bit quicker. But it's the same concept. Even though their attack speed is faster, you just have to keep yourself exposed, so that way they begin their attack animation. And once their attack animation begins, then you could pretty much keep them there and continue your wall tricking at the farm. So I just want to show you real quick that it is possible to do this with multiple enemies. I wouldn't say to try this one any more than 3. 3 is probably like the most you want to attempt to wall trick with. Any more than that, it'll be too difficult. So if you ever have multiple zombies, what you can do is you can just run around in circles, and eventually, I had them perfectly grouped right there. Run around in circles, and eventually they should pair up nicely. That's fine. We'll take that. Let's go ahead and keep running around in circles, and it looks like we got them paired up nicely. You want them close to each other so that way their attack distances is the same. I'm gonna go ahead and try to set this up. Okay, one guy's hitting me, but that's pretty much how you could manage 2 enemies. Let's see if I can set it up. Oh, we got it. All right, we made it back. Let's pull 2 different zombies real quick, just because I want to show you guys how to wall trick multiple enemies. I do recommend to always bring a gun to the farm, so that way you could easily thin out a mob if you get chased down by a mob. But basically, to wall trick multiple enemies, if they're separated, you can just run around in circles until they will group up tighter to each other, and then once they're pretty tight next to each other, it's a little harder to do with these fast guys. But let's go. It's just basically yeah, run around them, get them in a tight group, pull them towards the front gate, which at the front gate is one of the best spots at this farm to wall trick. You could also wall trick inside of the house. That's another good spot, and you could also wall trick in the barn that you open with the key. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope I did a good job on explaining how to do this. I died because I was yapping and trying to wall trick at the same time, but it's the same thing with the bigger boys, with the bigger zombies. If they're separated, if there's 2 of them, 3 of them, it's pretty easy to wall trick at least like 3 zombies. Once you get to like 4 zombies, then it becomes a little bit difficult, and they'll probably be doing too much damage, especially if it's the bigger boys. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. That's all I could think of. I hope I did a great job of explaining it. Like I said, if you guys learned something new in today's video, please drop a smash and a subscribe button down below if you think I deserve one. But like I said, that's all my time for today, guys. And as always, like always, it's your boy Jixer. Have a great day. Peace.